Hi, welcome to Coding Droplets and thank you for watching this video. This is part 6 of .NET Blazor Beginner to Advanced tutorial series. In this video, we are going to cover about Blazor navigation. So it is very important that we must provide options for our application users to navigate through our application. I'll walk you through the entire processes of Blazor navigation and routing. First, let me show you the things we are going to see in this video. We are going to see more about Blazor Component routing using page directives at page, then navigation using hyperlinks, navigation manager, Nav Links, then route parameters, then page not found routing. So we will be going in detail about all these points in our video. So stay tuned. Don't miss the upcoming videos in this series. Please subscribe the channel named Coding Droplets. Also don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get notified once we upload new videos. Fine. Now I have opened our demo project which we have already created in our previous sessions. If you are new to this tutorial series, you can open the tutorial playlist with all videos which we have already uploaded by clicking the card appearing on the top right corner of this video. Also, you can find the playlist link in the video description. So now let's start the session. So first let us start with page directives. Page directives are the routing rules with which we can mention which Razor component has to be displayed based on the URL. The page directives can be mentioned in the Razor components using @page. Let's see how we can use page directives in Razor components. So in our demo application, I'm creating a new Razor component in our pages folder. So add, then Razor component. And here I'm naming it as test page directive. Okay, clicking on add, and it is adding a new Razor component to our project. Now you can see the Razor component is here, and here now the file is open, test page directive.razor. Here, for assigning a URL to the page or to use page directive, what we have to do is just mention @page, then slash. It should start with slash. Okay, in double quotes we should mention the URL in double quotes. Okay, now here I'm providing test page. Fine. Now let me run the application. It is getting compiled. Yeah, the compilation is on progress. Fine. Now the page is getting opened. And here, now in the URL, we can provide /test page in order to open this particular Razor component. So I'm providing /test page here. And you can see now the page is opened. So I'm providing the heading like this. Hot reload. Hot reload. Yes, now it has opened. So you can see the heading here, and the URL is test page. Now, if I need one more URL to the same page, I can provide it like this, test page 2. Okay. Now what I'm doing is, okay, we have to stop and run it again. Hot reload is not working. Fine. Now /test page, as you know, it will open the page. Now, if I provide test page 2, then also it will open the same Razor component. So we can provide multiple page directives or @page in a single Razor component. So now I will show you one thing. So I'm opening our index.razor file. So here you can see the at page, the page directive is provided as slash. That means this is the root razor component. So if we have not provided anything, then automatically this particular page will get loaded. Yeah, you can see now the index page has been loaded. So here, if I need one more page directive, I can give it like this index. Okay. So now clicking on hot reload. Yeah, I think hot reload is working. So now if I'm providing slash index, oh, sorry, I think the hot reload is not yet ready. That is why it is showing this message. There is nothing. Oh, okay. Here there was a message. Fine. I have to rerun it again. Fine. Now the index page has been loaded. Now I'm providing slash index. Then also the same page will get loaded. So let's see. And yeah, now the page is loading. Fine. You can see here. Now the page has been loaded. So in this way, we can provide multiple page directives for a single razor component. Hope you're clear with this. Now let's move to the next topic. Next, we are going to see about navigation using hyperlinks. So in the new razor component, which we have created, the test page directive, I'm creating a hyperlink, a normal A tag, and naming it as index. And here I'm providing the href slash, okay. And here now I'm opening the index.razor, and here on the bottom, I'm creating another A tag. So here I'm giving test page directive, okay. And the href here I'm using is test page. Fine. Now let me run the application and let's see how it works. So initially the index page is getting loaded. So in the index page, we have given a hyperlink. Yeah, you can see it is here, test page directive. So we can click on that and let's see whether it is getting navigated to our new razor component. So I'm clicking on it and you can see immediately it got navigated to our new component page, new razor component page. And here we have created another hyperlink for navigating to the index page. Now I'm clicking on it and you can see it has navigated to the index page of our application. So this is how we can navigate using normal A tags or normal hyperlinks by providing the href property. Hope you are clear with this. Now let's move to the next topic. Now let's see what a navigation manager is. Navigation manager is a service which is a default injected dependency in Blazor. So we don't need to do the dependency injection like IJS runtime, which we have discussed in our previous video. We can directly inject navigation manager in our razor components using @inject in a razor file or square brackets inject in a CS class. And navigation manager service is having a method named NavigateTo, which enables the C# code to control the browser's URL. So let's see by implementing navigation manager in our demo application. So let me close this browser and going to our razor components, index and test page directive razor component. For an example, in test page directive, I'm creating a new button, and here for this button, I'm giving a text like navigate to index, okay. And here I'm providing the on-click event for the button, on-click equals. Now I'm creating a private method here, private void navigate to index. Just I'm creating a method here and using this method in the onClick event of the button. Fine. Now, as I told, we can inject Navigation Manager directly here. So as this is a Razor file, we can use @inject Navigation Manager. Now I'm just providing it as Nav Manager, then providing the name as Nav Manager. You can provide whatever name you need. Now, here what I'm doing is Nav Manager dot navigate to, one moment. Here there is a small mistake. It is Navigation Manager. Okay, fine. Now, Nav Manager dot navigate to. Here I can provide the URL. So index or just slash is sufficient. Okay, fine. Now, in the same way, in our index.razor file, here I'm providing a button, but here there's a difference. We are having a isolated C# CS class for this index file, index.razor file. So this is an isolated CS class. It is a partial class. So now I will show you how we can use or how we can inject Navigation Manager in this isolated class. So first I'm creating a button here, button navigate to test page. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Now I'm providing the onClick event. So onClick equals, but we need to create a method inside our isolated CS class. So I'm going down and here I'm creating private void navigate to test. Okay, fine. Now I'm copying this method name here and pasting it here, navigate to test. Fine. Now the onClick event is binded. Now what we have to do is we have to inject Navigation Manager. So here, as we injected the service here, in the same way we can use inject attribute, then Navigation Manager, and here I'm providing the name Navigation Manager. Okay, get set. Fine, that is sufficient. Now we can use this object name, the navigation. This is the object name which we have mentioned. So Navigation Manager dot navigate to, and here I'm providing the URL of our test page or the page directive of our test page. So let me provide this page directive test page here. Fine, that is sufficient. Now let's run the application and check whether it is working as expected. It is getting compiled. Fine, now the application is opening. Okay, initially we are going to the index page. So in index page, we have one button to navigate to our test page directive or test page. Yeah, you can see the button here. I'm clicking on it and you can see now it got navigated to the test page. You can see the URL here. The URL got changed. Now I'm going back to the index page by clicking this button, which we have created. So now you can see we have navigated to the index page. So hope you're clear with this. This is how we can use the Navigation Manager. So we have to inject it in our C# class or the Razor component. So if we are not using an isolated C# class, we can directly inject it here using @inject. So let's move to the next topic. Now let's have a look on Nav Links. In Blazor, there is a component named Nav Links, which we can use in menus. So we will see in detail about Nav Links. So just before that, give me a thumbs up for this video if you liked it, and please leave a comment. So now let's move to Nav Links. So a NavLink component behaves like an a tag. In normal HTML, we use a tag. So it behaves like the same. Also, it toggles an active CSS class based on whether its href matches the current URL. Current URL means when the user is navigated to a page, say index page, for example. So if the URL matches the href of index tag or the a tag, then it will toggle an active CSS class. So let's see in detail in our demo application. Now, in our demo application, so you might have noticed that now if I run the application, so there are already some menus showing on the left side. There is a menu bar on the left side and already some menu options are showing there. So I'll just show you. So those are created using Nav Links. So here you can see we have a counter menu, fetch data menu, then sample JavaScript menu. Okay, some issue has happened. I'm reloading the page. Fine, sample JavaScript, counter. Okay, we are having some menu options. So in our demo application, these menu options are mentioned inside our main layout. So the main layout, we can see it inside this shared folder. So here we have the main layout.razor file. So I'm opening that. And here you can see there is a sidebar. Okay, and inside the sidebar, it is calling a nav menu razor component. So this nav menu razor component is here. We have this file, navmenu.razor file. So I'm opening that. And here you can see now NavLink, so many nav links mentioned inside this nav menu razor file. So this nav link is used to create those menu options. So now let me create a new menu option. I'm just copying it and pasting another one and creating a new one. Now here I'm naming this as test page. Fine. Now the href, that means the link, the URL. So we have already created a test page here. So I'm providing this URL, test page. Fine. Okay, and this is for showing the icon. So here you can see some icons on the left side. So anyway, I'm not going to change it. Let it be that list icon. Fine. Now here what I'm doing is I'm pressing on hot reload. And you can see now a new menu option has been added, test page. Now if I click on that, you can see the page has been displayed here. Okay. Now I'm going back to home and I need to show you something. So here I'm just clicking on inspect, right clicking on our menu option, test page, and clicking on inspect. Now you can see the HTML code that is a tag, okay, and the href is test page. Then the class is NavLink. So here you can see the same thing, the NavLink, the class is NavLink, and it is the same mentioned here, NavLink, okay. Now the href is test page, the same has been mentioned here. So basically, NavLink is a tag, but the difference is now if I press, for pressing that, okay, fine. Now I'm clicking on this test page and you can see the difference. Now you can see in the class, it has added an active class, CSS class here. So as it has added this active class, now you can see it is highlighting the test page here, or this particular menu option. A square kind of thing has been showing here. It is showing there. So it is highlighting that. For that particular reason, we have to add active class. So once we click on that, then automatically Blazor will add this active class. But there are some rules for that. I will explain it in detail. So let's move to our razor component nav menu. Okay. Here, now you can see for index, this is the index, I believe. Yeah, home. This is the index. So you can see here a match parameter, which is passing to this NavLink. So NavLink.match all. So here also I'm providing the same match equals NavLink match dot all. Okay, fine. Now I will show you the difference. Here, now I'm refreshing the page. Okay, we don't need this anymore. So now you know that it is getting highlighted. Now in this test page, we have one more page directive, that is test page 2. So I'm just copying it, and instead of test page, I'm providing test page 2. Now you can see it is not getting highlighted. So that means this URL has to match, the browser URL has to match with the href which we have provided along with this NavLink. Blazor will check whether the URL is matching with this href, and if it is matching, then this particular menu option will be highlighted. Means it will add an active class to this particular add tag. Now I'm going back to test page, and you can see here now it has been highlighted. Fine. Now I will show you one more thing. I'm creating one more page directive. Okay. So here it is test page slash demo. Okay. So test page slash demo. Fine. Now I'm running the application. It's getting opened. Fine. Now, if I'm going to the test page, you can see that it is highlighted. Now, test page slash demo. So it is redirecting to the same page, but it is not highlighted, as you know that the href is not matching with the URL. Okay, but there is one more option here: navlink.match prefix. So prefix means if the prefix, for example, we have mentioned test page here. So if the URL prefix is test page and anything coming after that, then also this active class will be added to this add tag. So let's see how it is. Now I have given prefix here. Let me hot reload. And let me run the application. Now you can see we are here in test page slash demo, but still, sorry, yeah, but still this is highlighted. And if I'm going to test page, then also this will be highlighted. So this is how we can create nav links. Hope you are clear with this. If you have any doubts, please comment to the video. I will reply as soon as possible. So one more thing I need to mention is navlink match.prefix is the default match option. So if we have not provided anything or any value for this match option like this, now here we have not provided any match parameter. So automatically Blazor will consider the match parameter as navlink match.prefix, not navlink match.all. Hope you're clear? Fine. So now let's move to the next topic. Next, let's see about route parameters. So a very important topic. A route parameter is a parameter that we can pass to a Razor component along with the URL. A route parameter is defined in the URL by wrapping its name in a pair of braces, curly braces, when adding a component's page directives using @page. So let's see how we can implement it in our application. So in our demo application, okay, we can open the test page which we have created. So let me remove all the page directives except test page. Fine. Now here I'm providing a parameter, a route parameter. So this is how we have to provide. Open the curly braces. Now I'm providing a name, say example, contact name. Okay. And here in this page, say example, here I need to display on the bottom, I need to display this contact name, whatever I received from this parameter. So here what I need to do is in the code, I have to declare a parameter, a variable with an attribute parameter, and public string contact. I have to use the same name. It should not be different. Whatever value we have given here, the same thing we have to use it here. And get set. Fine. Now here we need to show this parameter value. So here what I'm doing is span, and inside that span I'm showing contact name. Okay, fine. Now let me run the application and I will show you how it works. So the application is building. Yeah, it got compiled. Now it is opening. Fine. Now we know that we have test page here. So I'm giving the attribute, I'm giving the page URL test page. And after that, slash, I'm giving it like this, John. So yeah, it is getting opened. And you can see here now that John has been displayed here. So that means this parameter variable is receiving value from the URL. So whatever value we have given along with this page directive, we can access the value here in our variable. Okay. Now I need to show you one more thing. Say example, I need multiple parameters, say public int. So this should be an integer parameter. So the name of this parameter is age. Okay. Sorry, public int age. Fine. Now I need to show that here. So age, but as this is an integer parameter, what we have to mention is colon int. Now Blazor will automatically convert the value coming in this parameter to integer and assign it to this variable. Sorry, I forgot to provide the parameter attribute, so I need to provide that as well. Now let's see how it works. So slash test page slash John slash age is 35. Okay, we are not displaying it anywhere. So I'll do one thing. Along with this contact name inside a bracket, I'm showing the age. Okay, hot reload. Yes, now you can see we are receiving the value 35, which is coming along with this URL. Now here I need to show you one more thing. So you might be thinking, here we have an integer data type for the age. So for converting the parameter to int, we have provided it like this, colon int here. And for contact name, we have a string data type. So if I provide string here, colon string, the application won't work. It should not be like that. We should not give it like this. So if we run the application, first I need to show you, I'm trying to build the application. So now the application is getting compiled, and we should not see any errors here. Here we can see the build got succeeded, but I cannot run the application. Now I'm trying to run the application, and you can see it will throw an error. So it is getting opened. But while the Razor components are here, now you can see object reference not set to an instance of object. So it will show an error like this. So we should not give it, sorry, here it is in the test page. So we should not give string data type here. We just need to provide the parameter name, that's it, for strings. Okay, now if I run this, it will work. It is getting opened. And you can see now it is working as normal. Test page /John/ now I'm giving the age as 40, and now you can see the parameter is reading the value, both integer and string. Fine. So this is how this route parameters work. So the use case for route parameters are if you are having a page, a Razor component to edit some data. For example, you're having a customer module in your application, and you're having a page, a Razor component to edit customer data. So what you can do is you can pass the customer ID as a parameter, and here in this Razor component, you can provide the inputs to edit the customer data. So you can fill the inputs with the customer data while it is loading, and the user and you should provide the user to edit the data and save it. So for those kind of things, we need route parameters. Fine. Now let's move to the final topic. In our applications, we used to show page not found message if the user tries to access an invalid URL. We can show the same in Blazor as well. So let's see how it is. For that, we need to open app.razor file. So here you can see the file here in our Solution Explorer. It is here. So I'm opening app.razor. So here now you can see not found component here. So here there is a not found tag and page title not found, then layout view, and inside layout view, here it is mentioned as a parameter, the layout. So here it is used main layout, and here it is showing a message. Sorry, the page you are looking for does not exist. Okay, let me run the application, and I will show you how this works. Now here I'm just giving some dummy URL 111. Fine. Now it is showing, sorry, the page you are looking for does not exist. The same message what is written here or mentioned here. Now I'm just removing this, and I'm just mentioning it like page not found, and clicking on hot reload. And now you can see the message has been changed. Now, if a user accesses an invalid URL, it will show the page not found message. So you can provide whatever message you need. And also, here now you can see that there is a layout parameter. And for the layout parameter, it is passing the type of main layout. Main layout is having all these menu, header and all these things. So if we need to show this inside the main layout, we can give it like this, or we can provide it like this, the layout. We can provide the layout here, so the message will appear inside the layout. Now, if I don't need a layout, I can just use a null here. Okay, now clicking on hot reload. Now what you can see is, yeah, there is nothing. It is just showing page not found. Now, one more thing, if you need to create a new Razor component for just showing the page, for showing the page not found error message, what you can do is create a Razor component. So I'm creating add new Razor component, naming this as page not found. Sorry, clicking on add. Fine. Now here I can show some. Okay, here I'll do one thing, page not found, and style equals color red. Now here I'm showing some message, the page you are looking for does not exist. Okay, fine. Now I don't need the code part, so removing it. Now if I need to show this, let me stop the application as we have created a new Razor file. Now if I need to show this particular Razor component, instead of this instead of this thing, what I can do is I can remove this, and here I can provide page not found. Okay, now running the application. Is getting opened. Now I'm providing the same kind of dummy URL, and you can see now it is showing page not found, and the page you are looking for does not exist, the message here. And if I need to show it inside the layout, I can just provide it like this at type of main layout. That's it. Hot reload. Now it should load the page inside the layout. Yeah, it has been loaded, so you can see now. So this is how we can show the page not found Razor component using or by modifying the app.razor file. Hope you're clear with this. So these are the points which I need to discuss in this video regarding Blazor navigation. So hope you liked it. Please give me a thumbs up for this video. Please leave a comment, share the video, subscribe the channel, and see you all in the next video.